All right, guys. So thank you again for taking the time to be on our last Tuesday call of 2021. And I'm so excited to have Brandy as a guest trainer on. It's just phenomenal. I have to go back to just read some of this info. And I know I shared it with you guys, but first of all, Brandy started Isogenics somebody's not muted. Let me see. Just check your line. Make sure you're muted, guys. It just saves us a lot of having to stop. So Brandy started Isogenics just 8 months ago. Okay. She hit Crystal Executive in 18 days after deciding to build this business. 18 days. Okay. She built to 4-star Golden Circle, 1-star Crystal Executive, and I think she's close to having a second executive very soon. Her team is over 3,000 people already. She's earned over $200,000, and that actually blew my mind. That stat really blew my mind, Brandy. It took me a while to get to that 200,000 in a year mark, never mind the first 8 months that you join a company. That's pretty mind-blowing. And she's currently in the top 200 globally in our company, and she's number 17 in our global top achievers leaderboard. She did earn her trip to Mexico, so we got to meet in person there. And not only did she go to Mexico, but 9 of her own team members went. I don't know about you guys, but who thinks they really want to know what the heck Brandy's doing? And I do want to say something before we start. I want you guys not to get wrapped up in comparison mode. This is not what the call's about. All those accolades are not what the call's about. It's not to say, oh my gosh, look what she's done in such a short time and I'm stuck here. Absolutely not what this is about. What I really want you guys to get out of this call tonight is listening to what Brandy does, how she shows up, get a feel for her posture, her confidence, her belief, and her passion. And then if you feel like you're listening to this and you're blown away, but you feel like it's something you can't do, it just means you've got to work on your own belief. And that's okay. But isn't it amazing that it is possible for somebody to start in this company and reach that kind of success? It's amazing that somebody can start in 8 months, have that kind of success. I think it's inspiring. Please just right now, please do not compare at all. We are all in different journeys, different timelines. What I want you to get out of this is inspiration. And I want you to hear how Brandy shares with people, because I guarantee when you hear how she does, you're going to say, okay, I get it. And all it's going to do is help you have maybe some self-awareness, and then you could reflect and you could learn from her. Okay. So I don't know. I just want to make sure nobody compares, because I personally, I was floored, but I just thought, man, I just don't want anybody on the team to feel like, oh man, I can't do that, because we all have our own journey in this. And also her personal development and her skills up to this point have prepared her for this time, for her to explode. So Brandy, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy evening, especially coming back from Cancun and all the travel, to grace us with your presence. And honestly, I'm going to turn it over to you. I just want you to share with everybody. And I know what's awesome about your story is you actually said you absolutely are not interested in building this business. So that's another thing to listen to. She had no interest. So maybe just share a little bit about what got you started, and then how you started to look at the opportunity, and then really how you share. And if you can give some examples, I love the Party City example, and just different examples of how you're talking to people and then what you do once you talk to them and make the connection. So I'm turning it over to you. Thanks again so much.
Oh my gosh, Gina. And I just turn it back to you guys. Listen, thank you for having me on. And like she said, do not compare yourself, right? Everybody repeat that. I will not compare myself. Because you know what? You are God's masterpiece. You're an original by design. And like she said, I've been trying to develop these skills for a long time. I can tell you that if you just become super coachable and you just make that decision right now that you're not going to leave this Zoom the same. You're going to take something away. You're going to totally decide that you have what it takes, that you're more than enough. And with this company, with this opportunity, with these products, it works when you do, right? And I think that's what we have to look at, is our posture and saying, okay, what am I willing to do, give up, change to pivot in my situation to get where I want to go. Right. And so therefore, and I had to do that. Like I just, like she said, actually Saturday will be my 8th month. I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I just can't even believe this. Listen, I've been in network marketing for a long time and I took a hiatus because I was broken. Anybody ever been disappointed or derailed in network marketing or people, or you just want to go hide in a hole because you're just like, I'm over it. I don't ever know if I ever want to do this again. You've been hurt or you've been crushed, type it in the chat. I mean, if you've ever had that experience. And I'm jealous of the people who this is where they started. You know, I look at a lot of people and I'm like, oh my gosh, they've never even had the experience in network marketing. But guess what? If this is where you've started, you do have to develop skills. You do have to stay plugged in, just like our cell phone batteries. You know, we have to get, they die if we don't have them plugged in. So you have to stay plugged in. You have to keep showing up to events. You have to keep, you know, going up to show up, or yeah, to show up to go up, as they say. And I started this. I absolutely, my hair was falling out. My husband's here on the call. He's my best supporter. I love him so much. Thanks, babe, for popping on. And I can tell you, he knows. I mean, our story is that my hair was falling out in the shower, and I was like, oh dear Lord, my esthetician told me that I'm knocking on the door of menopause. Actually, my doctor told me that, but my hormones were in the dirt, and my esthetician told me I can't do Botox or fillers. And I was like, RIP, what am I going to do? How am I going to grow old gracefully? And I started seeing these pictures online starting to generate about this collagen and the results. I would look at it and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, look, I'm going to give this a try. I didn't care how much it cost. Sorry, babe. But I was like, I have to do something to stop, you know, this now. And my hair was totally falling out and dead. I cheated on my hairdresser. That's another story. And so I hadn't been able to get my hair done. It was just growing like a snail. All these pictures, the power, you guys, is in the pictures. There's proof. And so I just decided to give it a shot. I saw they had a money back guarantee. So I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to get my sexy back or my money back. I don't know what's going to come first, but I just know that I was willing. So many people out there, as we know, right? They're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on the outside in, right? From surgery to different products and all the things. And I was just like, okay, $200, okay, I don't know, but I'm going to try it. So I grabbed the product, and the lady I grabbed it from, Daniela, said, you remind me of my leader. Can I introduce you to her? And her name is Jessica, right? I got introduced to Jessica. I got to hear her story. But the number one thing I told Jessica and Daniela was, you guys are awesome. I love what you guys are telling me about this company and the opportunity that there is, but I just want to be a customer. I had no interest in this opportunity. And so I just thought, I told them both, I said, listen, I'm going to be the best customer if this stuff works. You can count on me. And so that's how it started. But then quickly, I got excited about getting my sexy back. Are you excited about getting your sexy back? Are you sold out to the experience that you've had so far? I hadn't even gotten my product in. And my friend Mickey, who had a double lung transplant and her hair had been falling out, and my friend Sherry, who I was hanging out with, I just simply started opening my mouth about this amazing product that I saw online and how I was about to get my sexy back. And I just happened to have some pictures and photos downloaded in my phone that I had snapshot to show my husband what I was going to order. And I showed them. And so the PVC that we call it, it's send them a Facebook page and photos while they wait to get in, and then a video, right? I had that experience of it being showed to me that way whenever I asked for the information. So duplication is key. And so therefore, when I showed Sherry and I showed Mickey the products, I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, like this stuff is, but I don't know, but this stuff looks real. And they were like, ooh, we want to try. So what is the whole program? You share, they share. It was happening before I even knew it was a program.
And all of a sudden, it made me think about when Daniela was telling me and Jessica was telling me how if I just grabbed 2 people, I could get my product paid for. And I thought, well, that's smart. I'm sure my husband's going to appreciate that. And I'm sure it tastes better free. So I might as well go ahead and when my friends told me that they, wanted to try the product, I just said, okay, let me call her back. So I called back and I just said, what do I do? And they told me it was $29 a year. You guys, I was floored. Okay, $29 a year to get a link to share it. Unbelievable, right? And so what happened is I just shared the link out to my friends. I said, oh my gosh, I said, get this, y'all are gonna try this product and I'm gonna get my money paid back. They saw what I did. And then they did what I did. They wanted to get their money back. And next thing you know, I not only get my $200 back, and then a couple, the next week, I got like $600 or $900 in the mail. And I was like, what in the heck is this? I quickly picked up the phone and said, now, what did I do to make this money? That's when I really started understanding the power of the plan. You guys, we not only have a product that works, but a plan that pays. And we should be so excited that the top level of this company is 10 people with 2. And so when Jessica began to really tell me how I could take advantage of, this company's comp plan, and I didn't even try and made $900, I thought, oh my gosh, what happens if I lean into this a little? So my 26-year-old son, he has psoriasis super bad. I gave it to him because I was in a Facebook group and I noticed that they had results on psoriasis and eczema. And obviously it helps the gut. So I just said, babe, we're going to try this. And he was like, man, if this spot goes away on my hand, it's going to be everything. Well, it was at that point, it was a pivotal. You guys, you may be showing up to stuff and maybe you haven't had a pivotal moment in your business yet, but I can tell you right now, your perspective is your passport. It can take you places, good and bad, or it can be your prison. It can hold you back and it can keep you chained down because of somebody else's opinion or this idea or lack of or fear of failure. I can tell you right now, when I saw my son's psoriasis clear up in 11 days, it was like game on. Everybody in the world needs to know. I was making mental note, writing down names of people that I could say, oh my gosh, you need to check this out. You guys, it's been almost 8 months. I have not put one post on social media. And I just decided, I sat down with my goals. And you guys, it's very important that you have goals. You have to know where you're going. You have to be able to feel like, you're reaching for something. And oh my gosh, does anyone feel like you're having church? Oh, you guys, I'm telling you what, God is so good. He's so faithful. I hope you know that. I hope, first of all, that you guys understand the power that you guys carry. You guys are carriers with this opportunity. You're carriers. You're carrying something that other people need. Do you believe that? Drop it in the chat. And so therefore, you have to change your perspective of how you're delivering things, how simple this is. Telling yourself. One thing I love so much, Gina, is that Jessica always says, isn't this so fun? Oh my gosh. And I can remember on days that I'm like, I don't know, maybe I wasn't having a good day. But it was having that voice and having the accountability and having this community that we can lean in and grow in and say, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. It just puts you in alignment for your assignment. It puts you in that perspective to free you from being able to say, everybody needs to know this. Everybody needs to know what I have. So I did myself a favor. I decided I was going to make a names list. Jessica told me, call everybody that you can think of, let them know, because this is like having real estate here. And so I did that. I just said, oh my goodness, before I put this on social media and it goes viral, I want you to know, Ashley, what I have my hands on. You're literally going to be like obsessed like I am with these results. Kara, I don't know if you take collagen, but I would love to show you, Kara, what I got my hands on, girlfriend. You are literally going to be so shocked that these people are aging backwards, Sheila. Nicole, I've never seen anything like it. This is the most powerful stuff I've ever got my hands on. Oh my gosh, would you take a look? And so therefore, what I began to create, you guys, is culture. We are in a culture creating community. If you're going to share this, you're going to have to decide what type of culture are you want to create? What type of vibe are you going to set? What type of energy are you going to contribute? And what do you want contributing back into your team? And so therefore, I absolutely got so excited when I started peeking around and over the corner at this culture. I don't know, drop it in the chat if you love the fact that kindness is so gangster. I love that I got this shirt from Holly Kirsch when we were in Mexico. And I thought, that's what I love. That's what I love, is that people in this opportunity want you to be successful. And that's what I language. What you love, you need to language, because what I can tell you is it's people, it's not what people say, it's what they do. And I can tell you right now is that if you want to be a leader, you first have to say, oh my gosh, do I want to partner with me? Is my vibe, where is it at? Listen, you don't have to be all over the map and high energy and all the things just in it look my way. It's like Gina says, you got to get out of the comparison trap. But guess what, Roz, you can live in your lane. You can live in your lane, Eliza, and be who God created you to be with the personality that he gave you, and understand how you tick and what excites you. But that's what we got to find. We got to key in. And I tell my people all the time, I'm like, okay, when people get started, right? When people get going in my team, I say, do you have 5 minutes? And I just get on a phone call with them. I'm like, listen, we're going to build a relationship here. I don't know how far you want to take this, but I want to know your goals. And I want you to be able to come along, and I want you to imagine what is possible here. And I just really be able to paint the vision. People without vision, what do? They perish. Right? We give up hope. We start to, we start to unplug. We stop, doing what it takes to create success. And that's why I feel like, as in my culture that I want to create massive vision for people to learn how to follow. Can you get excited when you know where you're going? People aren't going to follow a parked car. You have to be the leader that you want exampled in your group. And so therefore we have executive table talks, and we create this little culture in our crew that says, listen, if we want to get to executive, everybody gets to manager, director, and executive. And you know what, Vince, let me tell you why, Julia. Let me explain why, Julie, that we get there. Because every single month, the bonus pools open up at manager, director, and executive. And you want to get a piece of that, because there's thousands available to you that your corporate job may not be offering you this month. Right? And so you just tell them why this is so cool. You let them know why the culture that you're creating is something they want to be a part of. I don't know, but I know, right, that every single time that we share, it's the same thing over and over. And I get so excited every time I'm talking to somebody new, because I'm remembering my own vision. It's important to remember why you got started. Right? If it's been a week, a month, a day, a year, 10 years, however long you've been on this journey, you have to keep stirring up the vision. You have to keep painting it for people, and you have to keep letting them know, oh, this is so fun. Oh, the places we're going to go, Kara. We're going to have so much fun. Trust me, you're going to be so glad that you said yes to this, that you're going to call 10 people that they're going to be like, oh my gosh. I tell them, I'm like, listen, you would literally kill me if I did not tell you what I have my hands on. You are going to be thanking me later. Here, let me send you some information, and let's set a time to chat. Right? So that's what we do. We just share the information. We do it with excitement. We set goals. We create the culture that people want to be a part of, and we language it. We talk about it. We vision cast about it, and then we celebrate. I believe, you guys, that it is so key to celebrate every small victory, applaud and cheer everything. I love the fact, you guys, my husband lost his job after 25 years in the oil field, and today he's now my assistant. right? He's like, oh, babe, I want to come work with you. Like, this is so much fun than going back to a job. And I'm like, okay, so now what we love to do together is we love to celebrate our people. I'm celebrating the newest person in. I'm driving the line and I'm looking at our teams and I'm like, I'm calling my fave five. I call them my fave five. Those are the 5 people that I'm working with this 30 days. And I'm like, listen, if I'm talking to you, Shannon, I'm like, okay, Shannon, listen, I really believe like we can take this to the moon. I see you're plugging in. I want to know your goals. And if Shannon tells me she wants to go to director, then I'm going to say, great, that's only 6 people with 2. What am I doing? I'm vision casting. And then I'm saying, okay, Shannon, let's see what we can make happen in the next 30 days. Are you in or are you out? It's okay if you're not ready. Because you got to let the people rest who want to rest, and you got to run with the runners. I'm looking for the runners. I always say you work with the new and you work with the few. Work with the new people all the time. And so when I'm talking to my fave 5, I may say, Sherry, tell me who you're excited about. I need to know, Christine, who is it? Because what I'm going to do as a leader is I'm going to reach down to that person, those people that my fave 5 are excited about, and I'm going to voice text them, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, guess what, Paula? Christine told me that she's so excited about you, and you're just so amazing, and I just want to know your goals. I want to know you. And you guys, that is how you create culture. It's honor, honor, honor. I can tell you, Jessica Ragnar is the best, if you know her, at just pouring honor onto people, always making it about the person in front of them. People have a sign on their neck, make me feel important. Say something sweet to me. When's the last time, Nicole, have you had anybody just say, you're awesome, you're amazing, what you do matters? And I can tell you, a lot of people that may not ever reach executive may stay at manager because they want to be a part of a community and a part of a culture that's winning and that it's constantly pouring honor and gas on someone else's success. So celebrate your people, celebrate your customers. I'm really good at making sure my customers know they are the best customers in the world. Matter of fact, I have stacks and stacks of Starbucks cards. You can see them right here. And my very newest customers, and month to month, I'm big about customer appreciation. Because why? Because they're my customers. They're the reason I'm here. I am so grateful for them. And I'm so consistent at giving honor to my customers, letting them know I'm thinking about them, letting them know I appreciate their business. And that, guess what? When you do that, your business flourishes. It totally begins to grow and it duplicates. We're constantly talking about these systems that we have in place to create more people coming into this community, onto our team. And we're always talking about ways we can grow. So that is really, really key what we do, Gina. And I just want to share with you guys, I think it's super, super important that you also know that you should always be learning from others. I'm constantly looking for mentors. I'm constantly feeding my brain with information to grow and to water my seeds that I have planted over the year, because we're always growing. We're always learning. But I think it's important that you just absolutely accept yourself, A1, and then you find mentors that can help you grow stronger, deeper, and understand that, you know what, it's a marathon race. Like, it's not where we start, it's where we finish. Okay. And so I decided, when I saw the power of the plan, I said to myself, this was a goal I had. Okay, Brandy, and you can start now, but I decided I'm going to put my foot on the gas for 1 year. I'm going to just see what I have in me for 1 year. And I'm going to just see what happens. And we're almost 8 months in, and I am blown away. And you know what? When you get into massive action, when you make no excuses, and when you delete all of your excuses on the way to success, you start seeing a lot of results. I constantly do 5 reach outs a day. So I'm reaching out to 5 new people a day. I do 5 follow-ups a day. We call it 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. 5 reach outs, 5 follow-ups, 5 people I touch base with in my team to tell them how awesome they are every single day. Every single
day, Gina, we tell people how awesome they are. And we mean it. We honestly mean it. And then 5 new building relationships a day. Building new relationships. A lot of times I do, I told you guys I have not posted yet on social media about anything. It's been a big mystery at what I've been doing. But, you know, I'm constantly giving birthday messages and just connecting with people. I'm sure you guys have heard that tip, but I get in there and I leave voice messages on birthdays every single day of the people in my messenger chat that I or on Facebook that it's their birthday. And then 5 days a week. Now, if you want to 10 times and triple times your results, then do it 6 days a week, right? But just stay consistent. Consistency is the key to your success. It's so much harder to stop and start and stop and start and stop and start. And I can tell you, that's why I gave myself a goal. And you know what? I can tell you this. Give yourself a goal, 90 days. You know, I could do anything for 90 days. Give yourself a 90-day goal that you're going to live, die, eat, breathe, and sleep by the leader in action. This is one thing we do really, really well in our team. And that's why we get a lot of results. A lot of top people are in the industry. I have Nikki Rempel. If you've not heard of her, she's my Canada girl. I love her so much. I mean, she's also made over $200,000 a month. I mean, not a month, sorry, since we've gotten going. She's a master recruiter. Why is that? Because duplication. Monkey see, monkey do. What you do, your team will follow. If you show up, your team will show up. If you're excited, they're going to be excited. But you have to also remember, if you're negative, they're going to be negative. If you're having a bum day and you reach out to the newest person and you're letting them know about the stinky pricing updates, well, then guess what? That's going to create a negative culture in your vibe. I tell people about the pricing updates. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this company so much. As we know, inflammation is crazy. Not inflammation, inflation. Inflammation and inflation is crazy. But you guys, our company is the bomb, because no matter what, this world's having all this inflation. And guess what our company did? They went behind the scenes and they put their brains together and they were like, we're going to give our team, our field, the best of the best, our customers the best. They're giving us free shipping, and it's literally backing the backside cost to help us really have exponential growth. You have to keep it positive. Anytime somebody says anything negative on my team, here's what they hear from me. Cancel. We're not doing that. Cancel. You can't say that about yourself. Cancel. God's produced you to create massive production, right? But you have to believe, and then you can receive. I want to do this little fun thing, okay? And I just want to tell you guys, and then we're going to wrap up in a close, but I want to talk about getting out of the way of your emotions as we stay consistent. And this is something I love. I love visuals. I love verbals. I love the power of, just the proof of things and how we operate as people. And so I just want to show you guys this, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold up a card. And if you see this card, you can see that it's a 4, okay? If it's anything 10 and under, you're gonna say no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, okay? But ace, king, queen, and jack, you're gonna say yes. Now, I need everybody to unmute yourself. It's gonna seem crazy, but I need you to do this because I want you to hear something, okay? You're gonna hear a lot of noise, but when I hold up a card, we're either saying no, or we're saying yes. Some of us may get confused at first, so it's okay. We forgive ourselves always. All right, so here we go.
No.
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 Yes.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
Yes.
I lost her.
Yes.
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 No. Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
No, again, are you kidding me? Does this actually work? Brandy, you said that if I just stay following up, then I'm going to hear, yes, it's going to work. Now,
Yes.
No.
10s or no?
No.
You guys, 10s or no?
No. No.
No.
No. what? No again? Are you kidding? Like, I think I'm ready to quit. I know it's only been 1 week, but I can't handle this rejection. Everybody tells me no.
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 Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. So I just want to tell you guys this, right? I know some of you guys were like, I can't see the card. Listen, the no's, we were like, no. And then when a yes comes, we're like, yes. It even feels different, right? We're like feeling the yeses, we're feeling the no's. And so we cannot live by our emotions, right? We cannot live by that. We have to learn how to train our emotions up that, guess what? You're going to have yeses and you're going to have no's. Think about major baseball players, right? Major baseball players actually have more strikeouts than they do home runs, right? But they stay consistent. They get up to bat, and it's all about what they're thinking when they're up to bat. And I just want to tell you guys that it is so powerful, the way that you train your brain to think, the way that you think about a no, the way that you think about a yes, the way that you think about this business and the people that are coming in. Let me tell you, I tell everybody all the time, you can't say the wrong thing to the right people. And Gina, I want to update you on this. My Party City lady that I met, okay, we had this conversation, and I just have to tell you, I met her weeks ago. I was coming out of a party, or coming into a Party City to set up for an event at my house. And out walks this beautiful woman holding this bouquet of like balloons, and she was walking up. I was on the phone with somebody, and I was talking to one of my team members, and I was like, hold on 1 second. When she walked out, I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, who are you? I said, I don't mean to sound weird or crazy. I said, but my name is Brandy Brokaw, and I am a liquid collagen representative. And I am just doing an expansion here in our city with this liquid collagen. And I would absolutely love to take you to coffee, have 5 minutes of your time, because it's people like you that I'm looking to team up with. And I said, and she was like, oh, okay. She gave me her number. I literally thought, okay, awesome. The person on the phone, I had them all, they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just did that. I'm like, I do whatever it takes. Listen, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to stretch. You have to be willing to grow. If you've ever had a baby, what happened in those 9 months? You had stretch marks and growing pains and morning sickness. But what you birthed, you would never give back. You love it with all your might. You love it with everything that you have. And what you're about to birth here, what you're brewing up when you tune in and when you understand the power of this product and this plan and this company and leadership and what this can pay you, legacy living. You guys, I'm here to tell you today, you will never do anything this amazing to bring hope. You're a hope dealer. You're a gold digger. And I can tell you right now, Gina asked me, Brandy, whatever happened to the Party City girl? And I had to say, she ghosted me. She ghosted me. I didn't know. And I kept following up with her. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, this is crazy. I just wanted you to know, like, I totally was thinking about you. And I've still followed up with her. You guys, today, I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait till Gina. Oh my gosh, she reached out to me, and I literally have her as Barbara Party City on my phone. Okay. And this is what she said. All right. I can't believe this, because I was expecting to never hear from this lady. And this is what I said to her when I followed up with her. Hey, Barbara, this is Brandy Brokaw, the crazy lady who stopped you outside the Party City. I promise I'm not crazy, but I totally couldn't help myself. But you're exactly the kind of person we are looking for, like I mentioned, with our collagen expansion here in Texas. Please let me know when you might be available to meet up for coffee. Also, I can send you some information on the collagen itself to give you an idea of what we'll be talking about. This may not be at all for you, but I train people all over the world and would love to just get the info in front of you so that you can see for yourself that you would be amazing at what I do. And I said, looking forward to connect with you. You guys, that was Friday, November the 19th. Okay. Today at 3:51, she hit me back.
Okay. Here's what she said. OMG. I am just seeing this. I usually use more of WhatsApp. Like, I'm like, who uses just WhatsApp? Okay, but it's okay. And she says, and she says, and I get a lot of spam messages sometimes, but I sure do remember you. How could I forget? Yes, you can please send me some information on the company and the collagen so I can learn more. Just let me know when you're available and I can make a time and let you know. Thank you. And I'm so sorry for my late responses. And then I just said, hi. No worries at all. I just thought, well, she probably really did think I was crazy. Laugh out loud. And then I said, awesome. I will send you info and let me know what works for you as far as having some time to connect. Are you on Facebook? And then she said, no, I did not think you were crazy. I'm free on Wednesday and Friday and Saturday in the mornings. Yes. And she gave me her Facebook. And so then I said, awesome. I will send you the info to check out and see if you're open tomorrow to might meet for some coffee. I can meet you in front of Party City at Starbucks. Let me know. I sent her the Facebook page, the video, PVC, right? I sent her some photos, just some sneak peek photos that I say, oh, here's some sneak peek photos of what we've been seeing with this stuff. That's absolutely bananas. And from there, she texted back. She goes, cannot wait to meet. See you tomorrow at 2. So Gina, I just want to say, right? Like, you can't say the wrong thing to the right people. And
Incredible.
if you're excited and you approach you guys this opportunity and people with true authenticity and not fear motivated, you will see people are open, people are ready, people are searching, people are looking, and you are developing a community and a culture that people want to be a part of. And Liz, I can tell you right now, look at all of your faces, and I'm just like, who wouldn't want to do business with you? Right? Everybody wants to do business with you. And the last and not least is that every single day that you have to affirm yourself. You have to affirm yourself every single morning, because the world gets hard, people get ugly, and your brain and your thoughts about yourself can totally derail you. And so you have to edify. And then you're going to be just flying throughout your day. And when things do come at you, you're just going to remind yourself that you're created for such a time as this. You guys, kindness is gangster, and so are you. I really appreciate you guys for letting me come on, Gina, and just tell my story. And again, do not compare yourself with anyone. You are a masterpiece. You're an original copy of what God has already produced for you to go out and to share with the world and others, and they are ready to partner with you. So with that being
Brandy,
said, thank you, Gina.
Amazing. In the chat, just give a word or two of what you got out of that. It was amazing. And I want to also thank Anne. Anne's on, we love Anne White, for connecting us, because Anne knows me so well. And she said, you need to hear what Brandy's saying. And thank you for thinking of me, Anne. It's just such a great, like, one team culture, and we all become so close and become friends. That's why these trips, honestly, I know we all like vacations, but it's really not about the vacation. It's about the collaboration, the connection, the teamwork, that you're getting fulfilled up by all of these other leaders and rising leaders and new people that are earning the trips. It's incredible energy. And when you're involved in that kind of energy and culture, you just carry yourself differently. So just to wrap it up, I mean, I have notes. I got so much out of it. I'm sure you guys all did too. I just want you to know that when Brandy showed up and divinely God put her in front of this opportunity, she was ready to go. She already had, worked on herself, the skills, the belief, just everything you said, that alignment. So if you're watching this and you're thinking like, I'm really not feeling that, all I want you to do is think, what can I do to level up a little bit and build myself up? Maybe it's the affirming every single morning. Are you doing that? Is it I know we all hear this. I know I have a system in place. I know we've talked about the 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. We've talked about the send the photos, send them in the Facebook group, but are you doing it? Because it's more than just knowing it's there. It's actually taking action and plugging in and staying consistent. So just get off this call, think think about yourself, where you're at mentally. Maybe you just needed to be reignited. Maybe you need to get re-excited about the products. Now, Brandy, you're just building up with collagen, right? For the 8 months. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, I just started with the collagen. It's one thing, and it's totally game changing. I mean, people backdoor their way into the health and nutrition. I'm doing that now. And with the stress adaptogen, adding those two duos, like, just that, it's easy, it's simple. It's everybody needs, it's one thing. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, look, so many people spend all this money on all the extras, the chamomile and the vitamin C and all the things. And this has like it all wrapped up into one thing. And I tell them, I'm like, when people might say, maybe you guys have had people that say, oh, the price or whatever. I'm like, really? That's what I love the best about it. I couldn't even believe the price when I thought about how much money I was spending on trying to get, my hair to grow back or my skin to glow up at the esthetician's office. Oh my gosh. I mean, you've probably never seen those price tags, but little did I know I was going to be working and healing from the inside out, my gut, my brain, my heart, hair, skin, and nails, and inflammation in my body. And that's why I love when you get into the community and you hear the stories of people, whether it's bone and joint issues or whatever they're having, I listen to that. And then I instantly go to somebody that I can think of. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just thought of you. You're never going to believe what I just heard. And I customize it to that person's needs. I customize this business to people's needs. I customize it. Who doesn't want something customized? We all do. And then I think when you create that avenue, right, of okay, this is why I see you totally right here, like checking out this product, is because, oh my gosh, my friend Theresa's like testimony on this was awesome. Like, I just thought of you. So don't worry. You're going to have people tell you no. I still have people ghost me. Even when I thought the Party City lady ghosted me, right? I didn't let that get me down. I just kept going. I just keep filling the pipeline. That it's true. And there's people all around you all the time. You just have to be looking for them. You have to prepare yourself and posture yourself. I think Anne is one of the most amazing posturers out there, when she's always looking and smiling and complimenting. Listen, you got to get into that realm so that you can make people feel welcome in. And I never ask people. I always ask questions. And I just wait for the hammer to drop with saying, what do you do? And that's what I wait. I just ask as many questions until they decide to take an interest in me. And if they never take an interest in me, it's okay. I've just made a good friend. It's okay. So I think it's just really falling in love and getting obsessed with other people and just making them feel so special that they just feel like, man, I just need to know her a little bit more. Right?
I think you're absolutely right. And I think that, I know that your success is because you have the intention. Like, you set the intention for your success, and it's the way you posture yourself. And it's absolutely, do you guys not feel her energy through the Zoom? And so I think it's a really good way for us to really check ourselves. Are we thinking too negatively? Are we inconsistent? Are we, she said, stop and start. That's hard to get momentum. So just take this opportunity after this call tonight and journal a little bit. If you wrote notes down, just kind of go through your notes and get involved in love again. If you're brand new, which I do want to welcome Carolina, just this is her first call joining us. So welcome, Carolina. But if you're not brand new and you might have gotten a little sluggish with this, just revive yourself, enroll yourself first in your business every single morning. Because if you're not excited and passionate and lit up, then it's really hard to attract people to be that way. It just is. So I know it's getting late. I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I thought that was absolutely phenomenal. A great way to kind of wrap up the end of the year, get you guys really fired up. I know I feel more fired up already. I have lots of notes. Brandy, you are absolutely amazing. You have such a great heart. And I can't imagine why anybody, I feel like you're a magnet. Like, you just draw people to you, but you don't sit around and wait for it. You're going out, you're making connections. And the other key thing before we get off that I heard Brandy say, she's not just posting on her newsfeed. She's actually writing to people, leaving them voice clips, calling them on the phone, talking to them, running into new people, making new friends. So I think sometimes people get too dependent on posting and they think, oh, if I post, like somebody might be interested and reach out to me, but you're not going to get the results like Brandy got by just posting and then hoping for the best, right? Brandy was really intentional about who she was calling and reaching out to. And what did she say to those people? It was all excitement. It was hype.
You know,
Sometimes
and
I think we don't get excited enough, right?
Yeah. And I can say too, you guys, like if I have a memory, like, you know how Facebook will have your memories. I look at my memories every single day and I'll snapshot a picture of somebody that I haven't seen in years. And I would just say, oh my gosh, how are you? Look at this memory I found. What are you up to? Like, what are you up to these days? I just honor. And it elevates you when you honor someone else. And I just tell you that it is the best feeling in the whole entire world when you get reconnected. It opens up doors when you care about somebody else and you literally take that posture, Gina, and you just like, that's why I get back and forth on, I don't want to start blowing up social media because I would rather customize. And I tell people, I'm like, look, you probably don't even know what I'm doing, but I think you should. And I want to just customize this for you because you're just a special friend to me, or I just know you're such a great entrepreneur, or I just know that, you know what, you've been through a hard time and could use some amazing people to hang out with. And I have found a community. Oh, what I've found, I'd love to share it with you, you know? And so just kind of creating that type of, you know, just total, again, posture with people, it does make it feel more special when you talk to them.
Absolutely. Well, you're incredible. I mean, your success, you're probably going to break all kinds of records in isogenics. That's what I'm going to say. I'm declaring it right now. And you're such a good, loving person. You're a good, loving human. And we really appreciate you gracing us tonight because I know every single person on this Zoom got so much value from you, Brandy. So thank you so much. And also congrats to Jeff for joining you. That's incredible that you guys get to do this together. You guys are adorable and supporting each other. And just, it's so, like you said, it's fun and you're building a legacy.
Yeah, we really are. And so are every one of you. And if I can just say, you guys, that affirmation part, if you didn't write that down, write it down. Because listen, I was married at 17. I was in a coma for 23 years old from domestic violence. I had a self-esteem of a peanut on a high heel shoe. Okay. I had to work my way into feeling and to believing and to receiving everything that God said that he wanted to give me. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, he wants to give it to you too. He does. And yet it started with, I am the most influential player on my team. I can do all things. And then you start affirming yourself. I am a master recruiter. Everybody wants to recruit with me. Everybody wants to be on my team. When you start saying those things, it literally like starts making you feel so excited that you want to sign your own agreement, right? You want to buy the products from yourself. So at the end of the day, that's where it started. It's again, not where we start. It's where we finish. Don't think for 1 second that, you know, I don't understand what it feels like to get all the no's, to feel disappointed, to feel derailed, but just working out the muscle of affirmation will literally help take you higher every single day, to believe that you really can do it and that you're not alone and that you have what it takes. I just want to honor you guys. You have what it takes. You can do this. Anybody can share a video. Anybody can share a Facebook group, and anybody can say, listen, my goal is to impact and make income, impact over income. What are you doing this for? You have to know that, and it will change why you do it and how you do it. It really will. So thank you for having me on. Happy holidays, you guys.
Yes. Happy holidays to you and everybody. Enjoy your break. And thank you so much again, Brandy. And I'll send everybody the recording.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Good night.